Hey, good morning. It feels so good, I have to tell you, to be back on Facebook Live. Many of you, we've seen each other either this way, or I always love seeing people at live events and like they'll look at me and I'm like Facebook Live and like, so for those of you who I haven't met yet, and when we do like run into each other, please just like run up and give me a hug. I've been told I give great hugs. I'd love to test out your hug and to give one back to you. So this lady here with me, we've given each other tons of hugs. We've been best pals and huge supporters of each other for decades. I'm super excited to have one of my best friends, Dr. Amanda Apfelblat, with me today. She is an amazing woman, and I'm super excited as well. She's one of our speakers at Divas and Goddesses of Chiropractic Give Back, Sherman College, July 13th. That's this coming Saturday, 9 to 5 on Sherman's campus. And this is really a time for women to come together to study gratitude, success, abundance, and a money mindset. And how all of those play together. And the reason I insisted on Amanda being on our stage is because she embodies all of that, and not for one season, not even for 5 years, but for a lifetime. That is what Dr. Amanda's life has stood for. So here's something I'd really like you to do. When you join us today, number one, give a thumbs up or a hello. I am going to ask you to share this, and I would encourage you on your own Facebook Lives, give this instruction to individuals. So one of the ways that you encourage those of us in front of the camera is to give us a thumbs up or a like or a hello or a comment and share. So I think of all the things that I share, whether it's articles or it's things that I read as I'm scrolling through Facebook, and I know that this will provide value. So please do hit share. Let us know that you have joined us. And look at there, Sandra. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Number one, for being present. Number two, for taking action. So we don't change our confidence ever just by thinking about it. We change our confidence by acting. So Sandra, great job. You took all in massive action. That is definitely the boot camp way. So Amanda, thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you so much, Dr. Barbara. It's so nice to be here. Thank you. And I'm so honored and excited to be speaking this Saturday. I think the Divas and Goddesses Give Back is going to be an incredible event. And I can't believe the speakers. It's going to be marvelous. So we're going to have such a wonderful Women's Day.
I agree. Hey, there's our buddy Jim. Hey, it's great to see. I recognize that background now. You had your all vibrance on that same walkway. Very cool. All right, so let's talk about, in our profession, there's the give, love, serve.
Yes.
Right? Give, love, serve, give, love, serve, give, love, serve. We both love that. However, you're presenting it with a twist on Saturday. Tell me about that.
So I think the give, love, serve, it's really cool that I went to Life University in Marietta because that's their motto. And I think to myself, that's literally how I grew up as a child, almost to a fault. It was always do unto others. How would that make me feel if that happened to me? And sometimes you just can't think about that. But we know that it's a wonderful way to live. So I remember as a child always wanting to give to others and always wanted to serve the community. And that's something that I've always done throughout my entire lifetime. And I'm so grateful to my parents for instilling that in me.
So let's talk about give, love, serve as an excuse. Have you ever seen it used as an excuse, and what's the effect?
Your heart has to be in it. You have to be doing things for the right reason. And if you do things with the right intention, outflow equals inflow. Give, give, give. It comes back tenfold. It's unbelievable. But I do believe you have to be giving for the right reason. You can't give to get. You have to give for the sake of giving, for the sake of serving.
Okay.
Anything in return. And when you do that, it falls from the sky.
So what if a person adopts that in their practice and they just give and deliver awesome chiropractic care and don't expect to be paid?
That's yeah. not only is it a disservice to our entire profession, it's such a disservice to chiropractic, to our community, because we're going to place that value with it. What we do isn't free. What we do isn't worthless. It's worth so much, and it should be a fair fee for a fair service, correct?
Yeah. And if a chiropractic adjustment is priceless, let's also be in integrity.
Barb,
and free.
Yes, there's a lot of broke chiropractors out there, and it's because they don't believe in the value of chiropractic, or they don't believe in themselves. Because if you believe in the value of chiropractic, by all means, what we're selling is super cheap, but fair for a fair service. We are helping others to live healthy lifestyles. We are clearing the nervous system of interference. How great is that?
Absolutely. And so I just want to speak to all of you who are watching now or who will watch this later. Not only are you worth being paid a fair fee, but your practice members are worthy to pay you, right? So when we don't require individuals to be in fair exchange with us, it creates dissonance, right? And dissonance is an imbalance of energy. So let's say that I was coaching Amanda for free. Do you know that what it would happen for her is that it would say in her subconscious mind that I don't believe that she has the ability to generate an income to pay for my services. So when you don't charge your practice members for the amazing service and not just the adjustment, right? Yeah. It's your love, it's your experience, it's your ability to connect with them, to put your hands on them, to connect heart to heart, innate to innate, to be present time conscious. Like I used to say to my practice members, like, here's what you can expect from me. I take impeccable care of myself physically. I take care of myself mentally and spiritually. I do what is necessary in order to clear my mind, to be present time conscious at this table for you in order to serve you. What can I expect from you in this relationship? Right? And so please understand that no one will raise your value in the marketplace except you.
And you're worth it.
And you're worth it, right? So your worth in the marketplace is determined by the value that you provide and the systems that you have in place in order to recoup the value that you provide. So the win, the serve, that whole thing is true, provided that we also give individuals the opportunity to give back to us. And so that's part of what I'm going to be speaking on Saturday is this whole idea of putting up a block from other people being able to pour into our lives. Because honestly, I think it's selfish. I think it's selfish when we don't invite others to help us and when we don't require and prove to them, I believe in you. I believe in you that you have the ability to generate funds to fund your ideal lifestyle. So Amanda, let's talk about the Give, Love, Serve as it relates to joining civic organizations. So ever since Amanda's been in practice, she's been incredibly invested into her community. And not just because it says chamber member, Dr. Amanda Apfelblat, it says Dr. Apfelblat, and she's held all of these different positions. So let's talk about, because you and I both meet brand new chiropractors all the time, right? And one of the things that they're told to do is go join the chamber. Go join BNI, go do all of these things. And you have done it successfully for a number of years. How have you done that? And what was your mindset going into it?
Sure. I think one mistake that many doctors make is they think that they can show up at one event and they're going to get 6 new practice members. It doesn't happen that way. Again, you're giving to give, you're serving to serve, but you're instilling and you're planting seeds in your community that, wow, I'm trustworthy. Please come to me if you have an issue. If you have a question, if you'd like a consultation, if there's anything I can do or any advice I can do, or just send you in the right direction, I'm your girl. Come to me. So I've been a member of our Chamber of Commerce in Westland, Michigan, which I'm so proud to be a board member. Since 2003, I've been a member. I attend many events. I consider chamber, serving our community, I consider a duty, a responsibility, an obligation, a job. If it's a major event in my city, not only am I going to go to that event to show that I support my business community and the people of the community, but I'm going to be a sponsor of that event. I want to give back at the highest level. I also serve on the Salvation Army Advisory Committee. When I first moved here, I saw this slogan that said, doing the most good, and I thought, whoa, they got kahunas, that's a big campaign, right? And then I'm watching this, and I'm like, well, man, they're doing so much good. I mean, they're giving, helping people with utilities. They're helping to get, they have the food kitchen. They have unbelievable support of our community, and I want to be a part of it. I want to be a part of organizations that are giving back and that are helping at a bigger level, because there's a lot we can do individually, but when you work as a team and we all put our contributions together, it's amazing how we can give back to our communities. The schools are super important. If you go to the football field, who's on the billboard or who's on the scoreboard? Me. Why? I want the children of our community to know that I'm there for them, that chiropractic is awesome. Also, I want some of these kids to see that and to think, wow, maybe I should be a chiropractor. This is a really cool job. So there's so many ways to give to your community, and it's so important to give at the highest level you can. In the beginning, that might be time, but someday you gotta put your money where your mouth is, because to really make change, it's so important. You can't be broke. When people say that, people that are complaining about money, is they don't have money if they're complaining about it. Money's bad. Well, then you don't have any, because I've done so much good. I feel, because I've been able to give in those times when it's needed.
Yeah, and it's a consciousness too of showing up to give before I get. Like I've talked to many doctors, and honestly, docs or students, it's not your fault. You probably haven't been taught like how to truly network. And in the boot camp, that's why we spend a lot of time teaching you how to network, because we all know that's part of how we grow a business, how we grow a community, how we grow relationships. And like I have on here, conversations lead to connection, connection to relationships, and relationships to commitment. And I really view networking like dating, right? So when you first start dating somebody, you put your best foot forward, right? And think about those people that you've dated, and on your first date, all they do is talk about themselves. You're like, I'll call ya. Not happening, right? Versus when there's an equal exchange of information, and when we show up and we strive to be interested more than we're interesting, when we strive first in networking situations, and this is my tagline, you guys have heard it before. If you haven't written it down, I encourage you to write it down. It's, how would I know if the person I'm talking to is a great candidate for your business? See, I'm being interested more than I'm interesting to start with, right? So get to know that individual and determine, does that person align with my values? Value-based decision-making, the Zigzag Principle, it's a book, page 75 and 76, will walk you through value-based decision-making. And knowing, like, first, like, give some pride to yourself and worth to yourself, and find out, is that somebody I would want to refer to me anyway? So when you go to a networking event, instead of seeing that person like they could refer, like, recruit first. Like, are they worthy? Are they worthy? Are they worthy?
And Barb, I was saying, how do we give back? Our chiropractic schools need us. They need students and they need money. So to be a successful chiropractor and to be able to give back to our schools is huge. Our schools really need us right now. So I think it's so important. How many chiropractors out there are giving on a regular basis to their alma mater or to chiropractic schools?
I'm not to my alma mater. I'm not to my alma mater. And that's why we're doing the Divas and Goddesses of Chiropractic Give Back. This, maybe some won't like this, but that's okay. As one of the dominant female leaders in our profession, it is my duty, my responsibility, and my obligation to give back to schools. That is my duty, responsibility, and obligation. So I see that there are lots of groups, female groups, and I'm going to challenge all of you right here, right now. Give back. Give back. Don't just take.
At your level right now, it's not okay to not give. People say, well, I don't have money to give. Yeah, you do. Did you buy Starbucks? Well, you could have sent that $5 to your school and they'd be $5 ahead, or your organization or your cause. Everyone can give at their level.
And I'm really speaking about, instead of saying like these women groups of how can you support us, give us money, support us, you do it first. You give back first. You be the first ones up to this, to step up and give back to the schools, or to truly give back to women and men in our profession, and see what happens. And that's why we're doing the Divas and Goddesses of Chiropractic, because I will always put my money where my mouth is. And my mouth is saying, I support Sherman College. I support Life University. I support Life West. So I'm doing what I can and bringing individuals together in order to be able to do just that.
Yes.
So the Divas and Goddesses of Chiropractic on Saturday, for those of you who are watching right now, I'm going to challenge you, buy a ticket. Even if you can't come, trust me, there are individuals who want to come that right now don't have it in their budget. So you could, Chris says we give back to 3 schools. Yeah, absolutely. Chris and his wife are busting their butts and giving back. And so we can, all of us, we can give back, we can participate. And it feels so good to know that we're paying it forward. So I just want to thank each one of you and your communities who are doing just that, who are giving back. Elizabeth, hey girl, good to see you. Colleen, Chris, Laura, Randy, Aura, Tabor, and Sandra, thank you. And I want to give a shout out to Tabor Smith. Like, if you guys haven't seen, Tabor is making a movie called A Better Way. And it's really exposing a better way, that there's a better way for society to be healthy. It's not in the bottom of a pill, potion, or lotion. It's through taking care of themselves, and how chiropractic leads that charge. And I'm super excited. I'm flying to Houston this weekend after the Divas and Goddesses, and we'll be interviewed for that film. And so I'm going to ask all of you to step up too, when you see it on my page, to share this video, because this movie, because it really does pack a very, very powerful message. So this guy is giving back in that he is funding this project. He is bringing all these people together, on top of being busy in his practice with his wife, Gina, on top of raising 3 children, on top of creating this spinal hygiene movement, and now having it as a certification course at Life University. So we all have an amazing opportunity to give back. And you know what? I truly believe that when we have that attitude, somehow God multiplies our minutes. Somehow God multiplies our minutes. So I just ask you to give back. And if you're not sure how to do it, I'd be happy to help you. Amanda would be happy to help you. But start right now by choose a group in your community that you really believe in. Like, for me, I really believe in helping at church. Like, that's something that's really passionate to me. So my husband and I last week bought an old Cherokee Chief, which is like a Jeep. And one of the ways in which he wants to minister is to men and young boys who don't know how to fix vehicles, don't know how to change oil, don't know how to make repairs. And I'm so thankful that God brought Ben into our lives when he did, because I didn't know how to teach my son that. Like, I was raising him as a single mom, and I don't know how to do those things. I certainly wasn't going to be able to teach my son how to do them. And God brought Ben at the exact right time, and he taught Sammy how to do those things. And so Samson used those skills when he was in college to help other people who didn't know how to do that. So just like, think about things that you're passionate about. So at any rate, so Ben and the pastor of our church are bringing men and boys together to work on this Jeep, to teach them, like, how do you do those kind of manly things? So it's a very non-traditional way to serve, but wow, what an impact it's going to make for those boys who are raised in a single parent home, and that whose daddies may be deployed or whose daddies may be absent, and now they'll be able to learn. So you can do those things in your practice. Like, you can give back in so many ways, and what a difference it makes. So Amanda, as we round this out, how has being a grateful person, and you are an incredibly grateful person, how has that made such an impact in your life and in your success?
it makes you more appreciative. I take nothing for granted. I never have. And, sometimes when I travel and you see how others live, we're so lucky just to live here. Everyone who lives in the United States, especially, we're like king and queens. I don't care. We have a roof over our head. We have food every day. I don't think we have become a bunch of nonsensical, we complain about the dumbest things. And we should be so appreciative of our life every day. And I truly am grateful to be alive every day.
And I want to, if you follow Amanda on Facebook, she lives a glamorous life. She didn't start out retired, right? Like, she earned the lifestyle that she has now. And it's so easy to get trapped into all of the things of modern day success, and then to overspend and put ourselves in such a bind. I want all of you to understand, we don't start out retired. We don't start out in the 7-figure salary. It's really rare to do that. Are there stories like that on the internet? Yes, of course. And you can always compare yourself to that. And please do strive. Success is our duty, our responsibility, and our obligation for sure.
Yeah.
But please be proud of yourself. If every day you're getting in there and you're serving in your home and your practice to your absolute best, and you're the only one who can do that. You're the only one who can determine, did I leave it all in the field? And if you did, not because you tried your hardest, but because you did your best. There's a big difference between try your hardest and do your best. And if you're doing that every day, be proud of yourself and know that you will get to that place. And maybe all of the trappings of modern day success mean nothing to you. That's okay. It is still your responsibility to be unstoppable. It is still your responsibility to live to your optimum potential. It is still your responsibility every day to pour out yourself into the people that you love in your home and in your practice, and make sure that you are also caring for yourself. I'm learning this one for myself again, firsthand, and neglecting my own health for a number of years. And now it's cost me a little bit, and I'm having to learn all of that again. And so I just encourage all of you, give back to yourself as you're giving back to others. So Amanda, what is the best way for individuals to get in touch with you? Can they Facebook message you? Should they email you? What should they do?
Yes, you can Facebook message me. You can call or text me. You can go to my website. You can. I'm very accessible.
Yeah, and reach out.
And please do.
Reach out. And Amanda, thank you so much for joining me. I can't wait to see you on Friday. For those of you who don't know, July the 13th, Sherman College of Chiropractic, the Divas and Goddesses of Chiropractic give back. Yes, we have every intention of making this an annual event. So if you're like, man, I can't come this year, I can't participate, or I can't sponsor this year, let me know, and I'll be happy to put you on the roster for next year. My plan is to be able to at least double our donation every single year, and to be able to be women who live in such abundance that we give back. So may God bless you all today. I want to give a shout out to Randy Cohen. She's watching us now and has been so helpful and pulling this off on Saturday. Randy, I love you. I appreciate you. I cannot tell you thank you enough for all of the time and love that you have poured into this event, and just how much love you shower onto students and chiropractors alike. So we owe you a lot, and I can't wait to see you.
Can I say something about that?
Yeah.
Okay, so when we were at the women's event at Sherman Homecoming, and Debbie stood up and was speaking to the group of women, and Randy Cohen is in this room, and I'm thinking, this is a new day in chiropractic. And it reminded me of when I was a student, or when I graduated, that to have the first lady, to have Debbie, to have Randy in the room, and with all this love and this true, truly magnificent, beautiful souls who were there not above you, but with you. And to be in the room with you, these women in other schools wouldn't even be there, but they're here and they were sharing their stories. And it really touched my heart. And I think that both Debbie Cordero and Randy Cohen are just such remarkable, beautiful, wonderful souls. And how lucky, how awesome to be at Sherman. What a great place. What a great place. What a great time to be a chiropractic student at Sherman College.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know, Randy and Neil open up their home to students all the time. I couldn't even tell you how many dozens of students call Randy like mom, like their Sherman mom. And I do agree with you. Like, it's so fun. And for those of you who haven't participated in one of the boot camp meet and mingles and masterminds, I'm telling you, you are missing out. They are so much fun. Hey, there's Kristen. Hey, Kristen. Actually, the very first one was at Kristen's office last August.
Oh, so fun.
She hosted it. And it really and truly is just a time to bring women together and to share with each other and to help each other. And I will never claim to have all the answers, but I do know how to bring individuals together to help one another and support each other. And we all have something to give. We've all been on so many different journeys, and yet our paths cross and intermingle one another. And so I think it's just such a beautiful thing. So please get to Sherman College July 13th. That's this Friday. And love on us and let us love on you. Hey, there's our good friend Paula. Talk about a classy woman. That is a classy woman right there. So God bless you all. Have a wonderful day. Please share this. I can't emphasize enough. I don't know everybody that you know, and you have no idea, like BJ said, how far reaching something you may think, say, or do today will affect the lives of millions tomorrow. So please share this and give others the opportunity to come and join us, as well, to watch this live broadcast about gratitude and abundance and giving back and networking. My gosh, we covered all kinds of stuff. So thanks to each one of you who joined us. We love and appreciate you. Have a great day. See ya.
Yeah.